How you doing, everyone? I'm on my, I would say, daily walks through a beautiful environment. It's very relaxing, and I wanted to take you on a journey with me that I want to share with you. And this journey is the journey of a bootstrapper, building with AI models like Anthropic, OpenAI, and now even Grok. Should be interesting. But for the last year and a half, I would say, is Anthropic's Claude Code. And the three projects, I hear things in the woods, squirrels and things. The three projects that I'm working on right now are well developed. And the first one, it was originally called QR Menu Connect. And this was because QR Menu Connect was going to be a QR code that a restaurant puts on their counter, on their maitre d' counter, so that their customers can scan it and view an updated menu. And it was originally to be developed for a client, a potential client. And what I noticed is that I could have developed it, but then I also found that there were some themes and plugins that you would install and configure on WordPress. But the novelty of AI and vibe coding directed me to say, I think I could build a better application than using a WordPress plugin theme. So that's what I've been working on. Well, QR Menu Connect developed into more than just QR codes. It developed into a full-featured restaurant SaaS. And what I've developed is a restaurant dashboard that interacts and manages specifically and most importantly for a restaurant or any local business is your Google business profile. So right now, a restaurant could go to Restaurant Suite AI and do an audit, and they could do an audit on their Google business profile. And what it does is that it does an audit on your website and any social media, and it gives you a score, and it actually gives you recommendations. But there's so much more with Restaurant Suite AI. And right now I'm working on AI website development, where the application will build your website specifically for you, your business, and your local area. And it's supposed to, in the back end, work with your Google business profile and increase traffic and your visibility when people do searches in your area for a particular cuisine. But there's so much more that I can't get into now because it's just going to be a long video. I just wanted to introduce to you what my projects are. The second project that I'm working on is the Bootstrap Directory. This is an interesting project, and there's a long history behind it. I won't get into it now, but I seen a need for bootstrappers and solo entrepreneurs that are not seeking angel or venture capital to distribute equity for investment funds. It's to seek out funding that is not equity driven and sharing, like grants, incubators, and competitions. And this is federal, state, and local, and of course private and public organizations that provide grants to startups. And it's also a directory for training. And now we've added the information about the new Pell grants for individuals. You could now obtain grants, a Pell grant for short-term education. So in the past, it was primarily for 2 and 4 year colleges, accredited schools. And now, if you want to become an electrician, a plumber, or you want to get into AI, agentic training, engineering, you could get a short-term Pell grant as well. Excuse me. But there's so much more to Bootstrap Directory, and there's so much more being added on a regular basis, and it's a community that you could go to, and it's to help each other as bootstrappers. That's really the primary goal. My third major project is Cloudgentic AI. Cloudgentic AI is a cloud service, but specifically focused in on individuals like myself that use AI agents like Hermes, OpenClaw, but it's hosted in the cloud, and it comes with a lot of features that are usable right out of the box. And as soon as you spin up a VM within your Cloudgentic workspace, you have the opportunity to spin up 4 VMs with 4 totally separate AI agents like OpenClaw or Hermes. And those agents on those individual VMs are able to communicate with each other and see the same file system of each other. But it also is gated, and then you could prevent that from happening. And that leads me into Cloudgentic's Gateway. And that's a service, it's like a proxy, and it sits between you and your AI agent and your personal accounts or business accounts. Right now, we're able to be the gateway for Google, your Google account. It's not the Google Cloud just yet. I'm going to be adding that soon. Your Microsoft 365 account. TikTok should be working probably by the end of the week. It just needs to be implemented on a UI, and also LinkedIn. And Meta accounts, and that's your Facebook and Instagram. Your AI is able to manage. But it also the gateway comes with a rules based, so that you could prevent it from writing emails or sending out emails and just putting them in draft, or it seeks your approval to do a send, or it needs to seek approval to do a bulk send, and then you could create your rules. And the most important thing that everyone's been asking for is the kill switch. You could kill it immediately and it just stops the connection, right? So this video's gone a little longer than what I wanted, but I wanted to introduce the 3 major projects that I'm working on so that as I continue to share my journey, you're familiar with the 3 major projects that I'm working on and you could follow along. So I hope to see you in the future. Stick around, subscribe, and if you can, give a thumbs up on any of the social medias, share it, and if I see positive, I'll just keep on posting, and I'll post more and more information. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of issues with doing 3 projects, but I really think that I'm limited. I think everyone is limited in time on getting something out there, and I think the problem primarily is that you sit and you keep on working and working and working on a project, and you're adding features, and that's all I've been doing is adding features and adding features, especially to Restaurant Suite AI, and that's a different beast to get the marketing out, and I want to get into that a little bit more. And I don't think a lot of people that share their journey really explain the difficulty or the truthfulness of getting a product out there to a particular market. And remember, the market for Restaurant Suite AI is restaurant owners. So I want you to think about that, and I'll hit upon that in the issues that I'm seeing as a bootstrapper, with no funds. The funds I have is very limited. Take a look at aldogrillo.com. You can get a backstory about what's going on in my life. But listen, it's all an adventure. I hope it's going to be positive. It's definitely been positive. I haven't seen where I've given up on this, because I truly think that the AI models within definitely within 12 months, have just been so advanced that it's just been uphill on working with trying to get a lot of the features built, because knowing that the AI models can actually develop it. So stay tuned, and I'll post another video. I'll definitely